Hey you guys, what's going on? I was just thinking the other day, wouldn't it be cool to like compare like World of Warcraft, not to CoD, but like compare World of Warcraft now to like World of Warcraft a few years ago, and maybe the CoD of now to the CoD of a few years ago. You know, you might be asking like, who are you to like talk about these games and like, are you anyone special? Well, no, I'm nothing special. I'm not a gladiator on WoW, and I'm not a Call of Duty pro. I haven't been to like any lands or an MLG event. The closest thing to a LAN I've been on Xbox, or just bringing my Xbox over to like a friend's house and playing from like 5 to 2 in the morning. And so yeah, why should you listen to me? Well, I've been through a lot of games. I've been gaming since probably like 12 or 13. I'm a hardcore casual and average gamer. But today I want to compare these two games, and they're two of the possibly the biggest games ever created. Um, so I want to start with World of Warcraft. Um, the Sims and WoW are pretty closely compared in like the number of sales. I think I looked it up a few weeks ago, but the Sims that could never be played competitively. And WoW has been there. I started playing WoW in the early half of the Burning Crusade. A friend of mine got me into the game my junior year of high school. I loved the Warlock for around 3 months. I went from 50 to 70 over Christmas break. Um, it was my first. He gave me like a 7-day trial, and he helped me level up to like level 13 or something. And it basically just went from there. I got to 70. I ran Karzan, started PvPing and learning all my spells and talents and exactly what they did, how they improved my character. This is what WoW has gotten right. I mean, you know, and it still hooks new players each and every day. Like they get the talents, they get the spells. It's different for each class. It's really cool. So then I started raging Hydro with my friends' guild, and even some Serpentshire Caverns, some SSC, and with the help from the best guild on the server, in a combined effort, in a combined raid, I got my Archimond and Lady Vosh kills. So that was really fun. I PvP'd with my friend. He was a rogue at the time. I just doing battlegrounds, 2v2 arenas. It's funny because I still keyboard turned back then, but I loved PvP. Then came, Black Temple, with a little luck from the same guild, only being able to defeat. I was only able to defeat 4 out of 12 of the Black Temple bosses with my old guild. Then Sunwell Plateau came out, and at this time I really wanted to like push myself and keep getting better and better. I applied to a guild like on a different server, and I transferred off of the server I started everything out on to pursue a better raiding guild. And I took my first character to over there, and I was taking on my first clear of Black Temple the very first week. I transferred over there, and I started going through Sunwell. Uh, I Warlock tanked the Eridar twins. It was super fun and super challenging raid. Sunwell was. I was doing the dailies and all the rep grinds. Getting all the pieces of my tier 6, and we managed to get Muru. We got to Muru, but we were stuck wiping on that huge wind chime, for about a month straight until it was nerfed in the ground by Blizzard to where anyone could kill him and kill Jaden in that whole instance. And then the game, it pretty much became a walk in the park. Became pretty easy. Overall, I had a great time in Burning Crusade, and PvP was a pretty very balanced. It was about as balanced as it's ever been. Like, let's just put it at that. The content was challenging and it was very rewarding. And MLG even had a pro circuit dedicated to WoW PvP. I used to watch the live streams all the time. I was very PvP oriented. I loved PvP. Wrath of the Lich King came out between school, football, sleep. I leveled as fast as I could through Wrath of the Lich King. It introduced many new awesome places to see, awesome like new temples. You know, it was really different from the Burning Crusade. So I really liked it in that respect. Uh, Things to do with the Lich King himself and undead. It was awesome. You know, so eventually, when all was said and done, I participated in a guild that was 12 of 12 regular in ICC and 9 of 12 hard mode in Ice Crown Citadel. You know, PvP had a space on the in MLG circuit in the early Lich King, but it was removed at the end to like balance issues and stuff. And those issues they're still in effect today. You know, I love PvP, and I wish it was more balanced, and I wish this game was more fun. And like, not to say it's not fun, that's what got me hooked on it, but it's really like it's became the same old thing. You know, PvP is no longer really balanced. It's taking a back seat to the PvE content that Blizzard's putting out, and the ways to balance PvE, which it mainly always had balance. You know, every healer has a dispel now. It's kind of Warlock pets were never right to begin with. You know, I don't know. The only PvP viable pet we had was the Fell Hunter, and the defensive dispel gotten taken away in this new expansion, which I've recently hit level 85 in. It just seems like there are really few dominant classes, and items are still pretty easy to get. It's not as hard as back in vanilla or the Burning Crusade. The game was never fully balanced in the first place for PvP, but I believe the closest it came to balance was back in Season 3 or Season 4, you know, where everyone was complaining equally. You know, that time period, you know, everyone had a shot at getting a good rating, and if only I wasn't a clicker back then, you know, I might have done pretty well. You know, PvP got in the same sense as now, just about doing your daily dungeons or getting a lucky in Vault of Archimond or Grim Batal. Pick up a groups, pugs with randoms. On a popular PvE server, you're able to pug just about any boss in Wrath of Lich King. And I think the same is starting to show for this expansion. You know, my server, I'm on Mal'Ganis, which is like the biggest PvE server in the United States. So you know, it's pretty easy. The game is just like it caters to more casual players now. You know, overall, I do like WoW. It does promote teamwork. You can make friends easily on your server. You know, they know you're a good player, that kind of thing. There are a lot of nice players on there, help you out. You know, the game is, you know, it's become really casual. You know, and there's no more support for PvP balance. You know, it's just, I don't know. I guess it's just because I've been through it all. You know, this expansion, I've seen too many reused models. You know, just recolored or retouched up models over and over again. You know, goblins are cool, but the mobs all look the same. You know, they all look the same to me anymore. You know, they're the dragons. You know, your little, I don't know, whatever. The same mobs you're killing all the way up to 85. You know, it's pretty much just the same thing. It's not new to me. It's not new and fresh. You know, just like how I think many are feeling about Call of Duty. You know, but what's worse is that WoW costs $15 a month. You know, and this is the kicker. I mean, it just never ends, dude. It will never end. As long as Blizzard's making money on the game, it's not going to end. They're going to keep on putting patches out. They're going to try to make it better. But it's just going to be like the same old thing. It doesn't end. So why are you paying $15 a month to play a game that's just never going to end? I mean, I don't want to be sitting at my desk playing a game that doesn't end for the rest of my life. You know, that's the big thing to me. You know, all right, I'd like to talk about Call of Duty now. Let's go through all the Call of Duties. We got Call of Duty 2. I got that for the PC when my dad bought a new computer. I played through the single player of that, and then I just called it. You know, I got into things like Counter-Strike Source, you know, and Cyber Amateur League Open, you know, with little success, nothing huge. Like, then I lost a few games, you know. I found out it wasn't for me. I picked up Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one, COD 4. I picked it up for the PC first, and then I beat the single player, and then went back to WoW. You know, a little bit. You know, people still go back to COD 4, and it's still a competitive PC game at least. You know, the support they provide for the PC. I mean, they got you can run mods on that. You can do basically anything you want. Like there's developer platforms, and people can change the maps how they want to. And like I played on Crash, and it was like a holiday type crash. It was super sweet, man. World at War, I didn't play too much. I was too busy still playing WoW. And then jumped into Modern Warfare 2, where I played a lot with my real life friends. You know, it's a great game. It's got great graphics. Few minor problems that, if they fixed it, would have won way many more hearts over. You know, I mean, but we still kept coming back on because of the intense, like, fast action gameplay that we all know and love. I really enjoyed that game, and it's just too bad that a few things ruined it. And I mean, some people still play it for the quick scoping, you know, and it was just a great game. Then Black Ops comes out, and we got what we wanted. We got the balance. It has the most balance, hands down, of any COD game to date, and it's the most supported COD game to date. Yeah, but now many of us are scratching our heads like, why? Is it because we think the gameplay isn't as intense? Is it not as crazy as it used to be? Did we like that? Did we like getting blown up by one-man army, or did we like Danger Close noob tubes every day of the week? You know, is that why we liked Modern Warfare 2 so much? And Black Ops doesn't have it. It just got us frustrated, so that makes us want to come back to it. You know, like girls like think about guys. You know, it just keeps they want to come back to the more abusive guy. So maybe that's us in games. You know, I don't know. But this game it's got many patches, as it's introduced many new things like wager matches, theater mode. You know, it's the most balanced COD game to date. This is why it has a spot on the MLG circuit right now. It's a pretty competitive game. It's very balanced, and I really like it. But like where does it go from here? We need to see Modern Warfare 3. We need to see it step up to the plate. You know, we need to see something new, I think. And but like, I think it's more like along the lines as like Call of Duty 4 introduced something like crazy awesome and crazy new, like the idea of a first-person shooter that's so responsive and so action-packed. That was what won us over with Call of Duty 4. It was just so right there, and it was just so you're in the action. You got these kill streaks, you got these classes. You know, it's so new and fresh, and I think we're just getting too complacent with that idea, and we're looking for something else to come along. And I think that thing is gonna be Battlefield 3. I really am hoping and looking forward to that game when that comes out. But I'd like to wrap this thing up. You know, I guess we all like I guess we all like things the way they were. You know, the good old days, as we say. But games keep progressing and progressing. You know, it seems like we all want something different, but we want to keep games the same, like at the same time. You know, just do this. You know, it'll be amazing. Just tweak that. You know, it'll be so much better. And that's why when a new COD comes out, we're also quick to judge it against the last COD, or what a new expansion pack comes out for WoW. You know, we compare it to the last one. You know, but why do we compare these, you know, so-called new and improved video games to the old games? Well, it just seems like we all want something fresh and new, but when it's put on like a silver platter in our faces, we seem to turn up our nose, you know, and want to go back to the plain old dinner plate, you know, of the old time. You know, is this just human nature, or just remembering the good old days and how things used to be, and that's how they should stay? Or I don't know. What do you think, guys? You know, while I continue to play Call of Duty, you know, and try out new games like Homefront, Crisis, and I'll pick up Gears, and I'll definitely be picking up Battlefield 3. You know, I think new games are a great break from the big Activision Call of Duty title. You know, and I'd urge you to try out something new, and not just sit in front of the computer playing and paying Blizzard's game that doesn't end. You know, personally, the game I'm looking forward to the most is what Bungie has in the works. And rumors of its like MMO FPS, that really makes my bones tingle. You know, I will most certainly be picking that game up. You know, as long as along with Battlefield 3. You know, assuming Earth is still intact by you know, after 2012, you know, and we're not paying $20 a gallon for gas. Yeah. So my advice: just sit back, relax, chill out. You know, play something new, or I mean, there's way more other things to worry about in life than video games. There's fossil fuels, how we're running low on gas. You know, gas prices are going up. We got these earthquakes all over the place. There are real life things to be more worried about than video games. So, you know, guys, gaming is what you make of it. Always remember, you're doing it to have fun. That's why you spent your money on, to have fun and be entertained, not to be frustrated and angry and be like, screw this piece of crap, I want to take this back to the store. You know, just do it for fun. You know, enjoy your life. Till the next time, I'm Garrett, and I'll see you later.